What up, YouTube? It's your boy G YouTube back at again with another video for you. So, it's the first day of NBA free agency offseason, and it has been hectic as all hell. So I'm trying to make this intro fast, even though I got one arm right now. I dislocated my shoulder over the weekend playing softball, and that's that. I may not be as fast as Woj or Shams with just this one arm, but best believe we getting this to you. So, without any further ado, let's jump right into it. So let's first start off with the Miami Heat. Now, I know that there was a big trade between the Lakers and the Wizards. I'm going to save that for a separate video just to analyze that trade itself. So don't be yelling at me, why didn't you put the Lakers trade? Why didn't you put the Lakers trade in there? I will get to it, all right? I got one arm. Leave me alone. The free agency signings so far as of August 2nd, 2021 at 10:54 p.m. have been Duncan Robinson to a 5-year, $90 million contract. Jimmy Butler is rumored to be getting a 4-year, $184 million extension. And they also just picked up PJ Tucker from the reigning NBA champions, Milwaukee Bucks, for a 2-year, $15 million contract. So it looks like PJ Tucker thinks that he might be able to get another ring with Miami better than going with the repeating champs. And in my humble opinion, I agree with him, because they also made a big sign-in trade deal for Kyle Lowry. So what they did was Kyle Lowry is signing a 3-year, $90 million contract with the Raptors and is going to be immediately traded to the Heat for Goran Dragic and Precious Achiuwa. That is a great pickup for the Heat, if I'm being honest. Kyle Lowry is an upgrade over the Dragon. As good as he is, Kyle Lowry is definitely an improvement. And if they're going to go all in on this win now mode, they've got to do it right now, because Kyle Lowry is 35 years old. Jimmy Butler's also aging, and they got Bam Adebayo, even though he's a young buck. You got a lot of veteran talent on this team, and I think the inclusion of PJ Tucker and retaining Duncan Robinson while still having Tyler Hero, it's a great mix of young and veteran players that is win now mode. And if they are able to sign DeMar DeRozan on top of that, I don't know what the salary cap is looking like for the Miami Heat at the moment. I can imagine that it's fairly low, but they'll probably somehow free up some cap space to sign him if need be. So if they get him, they're looking really scary in the East, man. The only thing that might stop them is the three-point line if they sign DeMar DeRozan. Even though he's been better, him, Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo not spacing the floor too well. So we'll see how that works out. But Kyle Lowry, that's a great pickup. I think that's one of the most underrated trades of this NBA season so far. And now, moving on to another team in red are the Chicago Bulls. So let's start off with their free agency signings. They signed the GOAT, Alex Caruso, to a 5-year, $90 million contract. They're going to pair him up with Lonzo Ball. So let's go over that sign-in trade, because the Pelicans have actually made 2 sign-in trades, but I'm just going to focus on the Bulls right now. The Pelicans will come right after. You got Lonzo Ball signing with the Pelicans for a 4-year, $85 million contract and immediately being traded to the Bulls for Thomas Satoransky, I don't know this guy really, Garrett Temple, and a future second-round pick that has yet to be disclosed, as all the details of this trade have not yet been worked out. But for the most part, the Bulls might be able to squeeze out one more second-round pick, or the Pelicans might throw in, their 12th man, or maybe a far future second-round pick, something like that, if they're gonna make it work. This is a great trade for the Bulls in particular, because they want to pair somebody with Zach LaVine that can really be a playmaker. And in New Orleans, with the new role that they're having Zion slide into the more of a playmaker, point forward role, trying to develop those skills with him, Lonzo Ball has found himself in a way where he played himself out of New Orleans in a way. And I think this is a great pickup for the Bulls. This is going to make them an immediate contender, in my opinion, with him, Zach LaVine, and Nikola Vucevic. I think the 3 of them will immediately be in contention for at least the play-in in the East. I think at the very least that's where you can see them, and I feel like all around, I feel like the Bulls definitely won this trade. I don't think the Pelicans got enough value out of Lonzo Ball, and I feel like this is a complete steal for the Bulls. I just honestly don't see how you get any value from Temple in a future second rounder for Lonzo. as valuable as he is, because I would have loved him on my New York Knicks, to be honest with you. I think he answers a lot of our questions, but I think this is an overall great trade for the Bulls. And now we're going to move on to our final, maybe, I'm not sure yet, I'm not done with recording this video, but what might be our final team, the New Orleans Pelicans. So as of right now, 10:59 p.m. August 2nd, 2021, they have not made any free agency signings, and we obviously talked about their previous sign and trade with Lonzo Ball to acquire Garrett Temple. They also made a new sign and trade for Devontae Graham from the Charlotte Hornets. This is a trade that I think is very heavily underrated and how this will affect the Pelicans. And I think the Pelicans definitely won this trade too. And I think the Hornets got good value for Devontae Graham as well. So the Pelicans are sending a 2022 first round pick that is lottery protected to the Hornets for Devontae Graham, who is doing a sign and trade deal that's worth 4 years, $47 million. I think this is a great, very low risk trade for the Pelicans to add shooting around Zion, to make them more competitive for a play-in spot, as they finished just outside the play-in tournament last season, as they finished with the 11th seed, just 2 games behind the San Antonio Spurs. So I think that this trade definitely allows more shooting around Zion, more consistent 3-point shooting rather, and I think this is a good fill-in for what they lost in Lonzo Ball, because I don't feel that they got enough value out of that trade, in my opinion, from the Bulls. Devontae Graham, though, he's a bucket. And as soon as he has more experience in the NBA, those efficiency numbers are going to go up, and he's going to be able to work on those secondary playmaking skills alongside Zion Williamson, because he's definitely going to get some playmaking opportunities, even though he won't be the main playmaker. Man, and that's not even all right now. We've got a couple more things. I'm going to make the Knicks in a separate video because, you know, that's the hometown team. I'm going to talk about the Lakers and analyze that whole trade in another video. If you want to go watch that, it'll probably be up around the same time this video goes up. If not, be on the lookout for that, and be on the lookout for the Knicks video, because I think there's a lot of things that happened today with those signings that they made. So yeah, I'm out.